crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow, get this man the football.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now adjusting, using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
A third and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Dickey. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. It looks like that script worked pretty well.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ole Miss offense has the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so
hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move. And a really short game before he gets a hold. From the defense.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pope. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Pryor. Got him downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Line getting set on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. The give on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Little One defense, he picks up 4 to the 32.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
What a nifty one there to pick up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They move the tight end all over. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. It's Graves. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Vols will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. A 1st down for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Soft spot in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They're going to throw it again. Still looking. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dickey, feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. Can anyone catch him? Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to pass, it's Pryor. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop fumble and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. Feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the Rebels in the hurry up. They're going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute the red zone.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sticky. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Fox. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Dickey. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Just destroying his way through the field. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening and they have a 1st down. And the Volunteers are on the move. Using his legs, it's Hope. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Trying to get to it. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut it.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quick completion on the out route. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Pryor coming after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the... This offense, that last drive, too, on that touchdown, everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
4-2 Spider.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chain.
Moving toward the end zone, ball out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. The trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a